Hello and welcome to the All Made Up podcast with me, Harry Stakini.
Me, Lewis Coleman.
And me, Ben Hart.
The show where each week a guest joins us in the writer's room to create a story like you and we have never heard before.
Not quite knowing what's around the corner or what we'll find along the way, as this podcast is exactly what it says on the tin.
It's all made up.
Poetry in motion.
Yeah. Poetry in motion.
Poetry.
Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the All Made Up podcast. Today's guest is Alexander Camp, musical comedian and interesting background as well. Obviously lived abroad for a while and is a part-time DJ.
DJ.
We are top DJs.
It does Ultimate Power, and I've been trying to get tickets for a long time.
What's that? What's Ultimate Power?
It's where they play like classic songs, but they put the lyrics on the background, and you all like sing along from the crowd.
All right, so it's like a group karaoke sort of thing.
Yeah,
Masioki.
Yeah, well, that's already a brand name. I don't think they could use that.
And so it's called
Masioki are good though. You watched them?
They were on in Edinburgh. I didn't go.
Yeah, well, they were on at Butlins when I did that.
Oh, really?
They followed me. I had a hard job.
Ultimate Power. That's a good name. That sounds like like Ninja Warrior. It sounds like an activity that you're going to do.
Power.
It's
Ultimate
like proper
Power.
like glam rock though.
When I spoke to Alex, he does all the Taylor Armageddon nights where it's just back to back Taylor Swift all night and in a big like theatre space.
That sounds fucking awful.
Not for me.
No.
You'd enjoy that, no?
No, not Taylor.
I thought you liked Taylor Swift. You said lyrically she's quite blessed.
That was Fiona who said that. I've never.
When we was in Edinburgh together, we was walking down the street, right, on the way to Underbelly, and Taylor Swift were playing in background. And I went,
walking down the street?
No, do you know, like through St. George's Court or whatever, and we're walking through, Taylor's playing on the speakers, and I went, oh, she's not too bad. And he went, Taylor Swift is lyrically blessed, I think. Like, that's what he said, and I thought, interesting.
Isn't that from a song, Lyrically Blessed? I'm lyrically blessed.
No, that was...
Lyrically blessed, not trying to ignore.
Yeah.
Is it not like 5?
Yeah,
You've got the feeling, jumping to the scene. But you like Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no.
It's all right, mate. Lots of people like her.
I know, yeah. Well,
Taylor's version.
I love the fact that you two are just like pressuring me into being a fan of Taylor Swift.
You're a Swiftie.
I never said that.
You're a little Swiftie. Aren't you?
This is not happening every week on an intro, right? Where I end up getting double teamed by you two.
Because you're a little Swiftie, is that right?
Yeah, you'd lean.
Yeah.
You'd lean.
I like Taylor Swift.
Lyrically,
not for me.
Who's more your bag?
Lyrically,
yeah.
Fucking hell. I tell you, I was listening recently. J. Cole, the rapper, is unbelievable lyricist.
I bet he likes Taylor Swift.
Good right winger as well for Chelsea.
Yeah, me and Jimmy.
Go on. Give me one lyric from J. Cole, which is like.
I can't do it on here, mate. He
doesn't know it, does he?
I'll shut the pod down. He's got a tune called "Pride Is the Devil," right? And it's all about how like pride can kill you. And it's a good tune. Lyrically, very good.
Lyrically, Ben, you give us a song.
I like "Sit Down" by James. Underrated in lyrics, actually. There's a line in it, and it's, "If I hadn't seen such riches, I could live with being poor." I think it's like a really significant line.
That is, so it sort of saying is, if it, like capitalism, if I hadn't seen what everybody else has got,
I'd be fine.
I wouldn't want it because I haven't seen it.
See, I was on it with the lyrics there. I wasn't making up like him.
Yeah, that's I get that. That's very profound.
Yeah.
Oh, sit down. Oh, sit down.
Sit down next to me. What about you, Luke?
Lyrically,
yeah.
Up the Junction's probably up there by Squeeze.
Yeah, the Squeeze, yeah.
Not the Squeeze, just Squeeze.
Squeeze, sorry.
I never thought it would happen with me and a girl from Clapham. That part of the song.
What, just rhymes? Man had significance. That was about capitalism and fighting the man. Yours is, it's a nice rhyme.
Yeah.
No, great. Hey, basically, gets a woman up the duff. The relationship breaks down. She leaves him. He ends up in Bucky's.
Yeah. Catchy lyrics then.
Ruined his life.
2-pack changes. Great lyrically.
Yeah. I see no changes. All I see is racist faces.
I prefer Changes by Ozzy Osbourne and Kelly Osbourne.
That is good.
We're going through changes. Remember that? It was on like Now 53 or something like that.
I have not heard that.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed
Have you
you
not heard
singing
it? Have
it.
you not heard it?
No.
It's worse than that.
We'll show you after. It's
Okay.
an awful
awful.
song.
But what have we been up to this week? Anything fun?
I have properly moved in to my house, built some beds,
Destroyed some.
Yeah.
That's so. That was so crude.
I got myself some new hand warmers.
What are they?
The magnetic.
They look like you put them up your ass.
One goes up, the other's a remote.
Other one goes in the mouth. Yeah. The meat in the middle.
So I've got like a different one, but it's just like a little egg, that one. But this one, it's magnetic, and you've got one for each hand. So you just hold that down, and within about 10 seconds, they'll be warm then.
Why? What? Do you have bad circulation?
Yeah, I struggle with my hands, don't I? I feel already starting to warm up.
That's
That's
sweet.
a
So
gadget.
basically,
For the listener, I've just given Harry the hand warmers.
yeah. What he's done is, do you know, they just feel like hot batteries. That's what they feel like in your hand, right?
Charge your phone, love that.
You
like,
can?
It's like when you leave your phone in the sun for too long, and then you go to pick it up, and you're like, oh, that's a bit warm. That's the sensation. That's a good thing for you, that.
Yeah.
For you.
That's a gadget I don't think
Just
I ever
think
need.
on your little hikes, when your hands are getting cold.
I love the fact that they're magnetic. You just be like, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to quickly warm my hands up. Sufficiently warm.
That is one way to guarantee
Yeah.
a girl is not going back with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
On a walk, like, just 1 second.
The moment they come together, that's the sound of legs shotting all over the northwest. My name's Lewis Coleman.
And I've got cold hands.
Yeah. Welcome to my seminar. It's called Cold Hands. I don't know. I had nothing then.
I can't believe you've got them.
They are good, but
Give them Ben, let him have a feel.
yeah, mate, they're rock them.
Imagine them in your pockets when you're walking down. I don't get it right,
A
me.
bit too warm, making me feel a bit sick. Then too warm. I'm the opposite. I'm like always
See,
warm.
I wish I was warm.
I wish I was slim.
Beggars can't be choosers. But go on, what have you done this? I just thought that'd be nice for sure.
No, I like
Guess
that.
how much?
20 quid.
15.
25, but I think I got a bit of a discount on, so around 20, yeah.
Both of us said lower.
You were probably talking to a chatbot on Amazon for an hour, being like, the box had a scratch in it. Okay, so
That's what I do.
Yeah, I do want some discant.
The two hot, they burnt my hands.
Yeah. And you've spelt my name wrong within this message, so again, your customer care's dog shit.
Well, I'm always getting stuff off Amazon like
I know,
that.
mate. You're unbelievable at bartering.
Yeah. Go on, Ben. I know that you want to tell us something here. I can feel it.
Nothing. I went to watch a good film at the weekend. I went to watch that Jury Number 2.
That's it.
Brilliant film. It's not sponsoring the pod, but yeah, no, it's just good. You should watch it. Like, I don't want to ruin it for you, but like, it's really, really. It's a book as well. You've probably thought about reading it, or told somebody you're going to read it.
Is it better than the Archipelago? What's it called?
Gulag Archipelago.
Gulag Archipelago.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely is. It's more interesting anyway. More happens, and then what else? What else I do? Oh, I started working on my piece for the cabaret night here.
Just for context.
What are you laughing at me? I'm doing something sincere.
For people that aren't sure, on the 30th of November, there is a cabaret evening at Get Giddier, and a few of us are performing, but we're doing different things that we usually do. So obviously, Ben is not going to be doing stand-up. He's going to be doing a spoken word piece, which I have read and is actually very good, very visual.
Yeah, I'm like, it was yellow, and then it was green. No, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good evening.
What have you done apart from buy some hand warmers?
I know,
and
they're
watch
funny,
YouTube
them.
tutorials?
Still got all of them.
It took me a few hours to deliberate whether or not to buy these, or looking at YouTube reviews on these.
Hours. It took you hours.
Well, you want to make sure that you're not throwing your money away, don't you?
I imagine you were just looking at one screen as well. You weren't even changing off it. It was just going.
Anyway, enough of this. I reckon we get into today's pod.
Yeah, maybe our characters today might buy some chargeable hand warmers.
Yeah, he just rang me actually. I need to ring him back.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
Right, well, let's get
well.
into it. This is going to be all made up with Alex Camp. Enjoy.
Just a little bit.
And we're back, everybody, with Alex Camp.
Hello. I wasn't ready. I was.
No one ever just gave you a
I
warning.
realised I was like, I might have a belly here. I've got a white t-shirt on.
Do you want me to go again?
No, I like that.
Yeah.
Little soft intro again.
This is a podcast,
And
Harry.
there's
This
no
isn't
belly.
TV.
There's no belly. Yeah, but mate, our listenership goes as far as India, Singapore. There's one mad bastard in Russia who just keeps coming back.
Oh, we've got a really strong listener in Ivory Coast every week now.
All right.
It's well, I'm happy.
They sound real. They sound real.
It's a VPN, mate. Yeah, they're all based in Lee.
But how are you doing, Alex?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm stressed. I'm organising a solo show. It's always difficult, but I'm here, so I feel good. I've got a cup of tea.
You're doing La Fienda, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't call it that now. They're involved.
Okay, right.
Less than I am. I'm more important in that situation.
Where's the solo show going to be? Manchester?
Yeah, it's in Manchester. Yeah, it's on the 20th of November. This probably won't go out before that, will it?
It might do.
Ooh.
No, I mean, probably about 2 weeks, so it'll be just after.
Just
Right.
after. Oh well.
Likely.
It obviously went great.
How'd it go?
It went incredibly well. I think if I manifest that, I'm doing it with a live band, right? Now, I used to be in bands years ago, and I remember now why I stopped doing that.
All right.
Because one person is so easy to manage if it's you.
Tell me about it.
And right, exactly. Yeah, this is like a 3-piece right here, except without instruments.
I know. I've for the listener and the viewer, Lewis wrote a list this week, which is a to-do list, which is
Alex, you can show it to the camera. If you want.
we have to go through this. Alex, could you just read out a few of the items on the list?
Well, obviously, kicking off with bring biscuits and milk to studio,
I got that.
which
message.
hopefully got warned about in advance.
Yeah, I got that. There's hobnobs behind you. Should you wish to partake?
Oh, I might do actually. Drain water container. Wow, this is tight.
Yeah, that's how we make tea. We just recycle old brews.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Super
Good.
strong.
Lovely. Yeah, I'll take that. Set up lights. Set up cameras. Check prompt cups.
Front cups, they're in front of you.
Oh, of course, they're cups full of prompts. Have a brew and chat. I love that that's on the list.
Yeah, we're not allowed. Yeah, we're not allowed
Don't forget to have a brew and chat.
Halfway through an anecdote, Lewis was like, "Next item."
Yeah, that counts as a chat. You don't need to finish.
Yeah.
And chat about the guest. So this is weird that you've talked about me before I've come here.
Yeah. Again, I was halfway through and he was like, "Next thing."
Oh, it was a story about me?
Yeah. And he just cut me off.
Shut up. We don't need to hear the rest of that. Probably best.
We want facts and figures. That's what it's like. Yeah.
Guest arrives and record pod with guest. That's a long one. We can't tick that off yet.
No, we can't do that.
Okay,
Well,
right.
After we've done it, that gets a tick, and you can do that yourself.
I'll do that
And
myself.
is that the last item on
No,
the
there's 3 more.
Go on.
What are they?
Walk guest down,
Okay.
which was
Yeah,
not...
Lewis. It's great.
You did walk me up, or at least we took the lift,
Yeah.
which was frankly old and a weird
This
lift.
woman was like, "It's overloaded," and looked me in the eyes. I was like, "Fuck off." I was like, "Look at yourself."
She got off and it was fine.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Probably more ass than we could see in the lift. Break down lights and camera. Sounds aggressive.
Yeah.
Return room to neutral.
Nice.
Yeah, that is very clinical, isn't it? And then all leave together.
Nice ending.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, after a horrible list.
Do you know what I hate most about that list is the little boxes that go next to the
tick boxes.
Yeah, I just.
He was.
Well,
so
I was thinking about laminating it, so it could
I
just be.
fucking knew you would do that.
Oh yeah, wipe down marker. Yeah,
I've
board
got a
marker.
laminator in storage room.
If you came again, me and Ben would have that laminated around our necks. Right? And we'd do a task and Lewis come on and go, "Now let me give you the tick." Yeah. And he'd go, "Look, remember, whoever gets all the ticks first gets a biscuit."
Yeah. The biscuits we bought.
Did that catch you off guard there?
Yeah.
We've got a guest dying over here, and you two are just.
You didn't
laughing your ass
have
off.
choke guest to death on the podcast on his own team.
But that was what I was welcome to this evening when I arrived.
Hey, and we got here, got everything done. We had a nice chat. Because usually what happens, Alex, is that I do the list. These two, we get all the anecdotes done and chat and chat and chat. And then before you know it...
Your career wouldn't be where it is without these kind of lists.
I'm glad you said it.
It's not all the jokes.
Funny how you've opened a can of worms
Everyone's
there,
got
Alex.
jokes.
I'm
No.
glad someone else said it.
Do you know once? Do you know Lewis produced Harry's solo show, and once Harry introduced Lewis right as his cameraman.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is my cameraman."
Couldn't even say the P word.
No.
Well, I'll say it. Yeah, I had no issue saying that.
Well, start again. No, I'm joking.
Oh, we did it.
No. So you used to live in Japan, didn't you?
That's right. I did, yeah. I went back
what-
recently for a little trip.
You just moved over there when to like study, or just decided you want to live in Japan?
Study? Oh, I mean, wouldn't call it that. No, I did. I was teaching English as a foreign language in England, in Brighton, and frankly, life gets difficult in the UK sometimes. Sometimes it's good to just pack up your life and leave.
So people don't speak English in Brighton?
No, they do not. You wouldn't recognise it as a language.
So what year is this, Alex, by the way?
2015.
Right, okay.
Well, yeah, 2014 I made the decision. 2015 I did the move.
Sick.
Okay.
Till
So
2019.
You went from Brighton to where in Japan? Tokyo?
Tokyo, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the big leagues, baby.
And did you start doing comedy over there?
I did, yeah.
Because we were talking about comedy in Japan, actually, when we were talking about the guest.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a coincidence.
What was so? How long were you in Tokyo for?
4 years, like, exactly.
Nice.
Wow.
Dot on. When my visa was coming up, I was like, it's time to go and conquer Manchester. Now,
Conquer Japan.
after all these years, just
Did you
finishing
pick up
off.
much of the language while you were over there? Or?
You know what? I'm back on Duolingo now because I went on holiday a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'd lost everything of my Japanese. There wasn't a lot to start with.
Just all your belongings.
Again,
Proper Ian Beale.
there wasn't much to start with. It was all gone. But I really didn't study much, right? And it is hard. You know, like you move to Japan and you're like, oh, I can't read. That's great.
Yeah, it's like you though, isn't it?
I knew that was coming.
I feel like Harry here.
So you were 4 years there.
Yeah.
And how, like, on a scale of 10 being fluent, 1 being obviously like
Harry.
non-fluent. Yeah, me. Yeah. Where are you?
Ooh, I'm like I'd be kind to myself and say 3.
Okay, that's good.
No.
Like I can go and order food and like get things from the shop, and I mean it's hard to tell because I can't remember what I was like when I was there. It's like so distant ago now, but when I was there this time, things just kept popping back up like that was stored in the back. So in theory, right, I was there 4 years, heard a lot of Japanese, didn't speak a great deal of it. It's all existing in there, yeah.
Right.
So I just need to unlock it, you know, like Limitless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple of pills, bit of Duolingo, and I'll be good to go.
Oh, man. Speaking of that, I had one of them advertisements come up on Facebook before or Insta. It was Lion's Mane mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
And it was describing itself as the Limitless pill. It was like, have you seen Limitless? Yeah, this is what it'll do. And I just thought,
Trust me, mate,
What
I
are you
take it.
talking
I'm an advocate. It doesn't work.
I'm still
Look at
trying.
me. If this is me, limitless.
That's it. He's saying we're taking all the safety wheels off.
It's a low bar.
It's pure Ben.
Yeah. This is Ben's max potential.
So funny.
All right.
Wow.
But no, yeah. So, what comedy is? Were you doing comedy in Japanese or comedy in English? Or?
I was doing comedy in English, yeah.
Okay,
I was doing
right.
comedy in English. There was a scene, like an expat scene. Like I mean, there is pretty much everywhere. All over Asia, there's like a scene and pockets of things here and there. And yeah, well, it's a bit like you were talking with George Zach a couple of weeks ago on the podcast about Barcelona. It's run by an English guy. That's what it's like in Tokyo. It's run by an English guy. And now a team of kind of international people.
Oh wow!
But they've opened a comedy club there in Tokyo. My mate's Tokyo Comedy Bar. So if anyone goes, it is a great place to go. It's just like
Evaldas Karosis was. He was like headlining a club there or like emceeing or hosting. He was there for a while, wasn't he?
Evaldas was in Osaka.
Yeah.
At RAW, ROR. That's Rough Out Round Comedy. So
wow.
if you're interested in
That's a soft W, wasn't it?
yeah, right. There you go. I just thought I'd just spell that out for you. That is wouldn't call it but I call it something. That's down south. It's like the Manchester of
Osaka.
of Japan. Yeah, Osaka. Like it's a smaller city, but it's like the second main one, really.
Nice.
But yeah, so Evaldas was there. I think he did come and do the club in Tokyo. But
Was there, because I've had a friend who went across to Tokyo to do filming for like 10 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in Tokyo and he said it was just like the amount of lights and everything. He said it was unbelievable. It's just like, it's mad how big it is. He said it's dead expensive as well.
he lied.
Oh, really?
He lied to you.
It's just tight.
Who is this person?
He's a friend called Rico.
Well,
Oh, was that an African guy?
you need to sit him down and find. Where's he from? England.
No, he's from Namibia.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yeah. Right.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's it. Take care. All right, goodbye. No, I mean, the thing is right now, like, I don't sound like the tourist board or anything, but like the yen is nearly 200 to the pound.
Is it?
And like a bowl of ramen, I've told so many people this since I got back. This is just me on repeat because I'm boring. Bowl of ramen, 15 quid here, would you say? Like good ramen in a Japanese restaurant?
Shite ramen, though.
Yeah, it's not great, right? It's good for like the level of where you are, right, in England. This, 1,000 yen will get you the best ramen that you will ever have, right? In an amazing place. You just got a queue for it because it's a small restaurant. And it's a £5.
Right.
Like the food is cheap, accommodation's expensive, but like everything else, because the exchange is great.
So 4 years being over there. I mean, what were you doing? What you were working, or what was your?
Yeah, I worked in a preschool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I played the guitar for little posh kids.
Oh,
Nice.
sick.
Yeah, basically.
Japanese kids, like expat kids.
Yeah, like it was an international school. So you got the expat kids, you got the Japanese kids, and then like a lot of them who are from like mixed relationships. Like they speak a bit of English and a bit of Japanese. They spoke more languages than I did, I'll tell you that. For a minute. And so I was just like the cool like guy teacher. I just got away with whatever. Just came in like, all right, guys, how's it doing? Hungover. Play the guitar,
That's
play
so
a bit
funny.
of Itsy Bitsy Spider. They're like, yes, Mr. Alex, you rock. I'm
Just
like, yeah, take
making
care.
one of them hold an ashtray.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Anyone got a request?
Freebird, is it?
Have you seen School of Rock?
That is it. That was my life. Yeah.
How much is Lions Mane over there?
Huh? yeah. I was just a suitcase for the Lions, man.
So you play guitar, and you were playing in bands as well, like years ago.
Yeah. When I was in my 20s and teens and 20s, I played in bands. It's like a whole other life.
Were you ever in a band?
Yeah, you were in a band.
What do you play, Harry?
I play guitar.
You play guitar?
Yeah.
Why haven't we been jamming in green room?
Right
You know
off.
what? He put
Oh,
on
this is.
Instagram once. A picture of himself with a
You know,
guitar.
it was a story. It was a video story with his guitar, sat on his bed, and the caption said, "Getting back into this." And I just thought, that is so good.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Hey, this gets mentioned. So I play guitar in like the amount Luke Shaw plays football. I'm like in the team, and then I'm out for ages, right? And when I play,
Getting back into
I can fuck off.
And that sort of, what is it? Is it like, what are the filters on Instagram? Like Cairo or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Is that
No.
like Cairo filter on?
Yeah, like a
Dude,
vinyl
oh,
record.
yeah.
Wasn't it?
It
Background.
was actually Tokyo.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Topical.
But I was playing, and when I get to a level, if I'll record what I'm playing at the time, and then I'm like, right, I've banked it, so I've got proof. But equally,
No one was disbelieving you.
I did it.
I played it.
no,
Mum.
I don't believe you.
no, because I went and saw my mate at the weekend, and I started before him, but he's yeah. No, you're not looking. You're not looking. Yeah.
There's
That
a guitar
is me.
there, Harry. No, it's on the video.
That's a hard chord.
Let me cup it.
I start every video with me holding today's paper. Today is the 15th of May. I'm going to play Good Riddance by Green Day. Enjoy. And then...
You've got a violent pit there.
Yeah, no,
I think this T-shirt's a bit shite. It
Were
needs
you,
to go on the
no,
bin.
but were you in a band? Were you in a band?
It's because of the questioning. The line of questioning is making him sweat.
Yeah, I used to play in my garage, and it was bad. It was really bad.
Who was in the band? Or was it just
Me, a lad called Niall, and there's a lad called Ben Reed, and Ben was on the drums, and Niall was on the fucking keyboard.
Oh man, you're the keyboard player.
It was.
Ripping it
I
up.
was, mate.
What, you like Scout for Girls?
I was playing guitar.
Yeah, that's exactly who it was
Yeah,
playing
for
guitar
sure.
up front. Mate, my sister used to have this karaoke machine, right? And this is so embarrassing. So I got a Blink 182 album as a kid, right? And
Yeah.
I would love it, right? Absolutely love it. So I would go upstairs.
What length was your fringe at this point?
No, I had it just spikes, gel
right,
spikes.
okay.
Oh wow, yeah.
Not good look. Right, so I'm stood in like my full like skateboard
Regalia.
outfit on my mum's landing with a Hoover in front of me, right? That I've wedged a microphone into. from the
Oh,
karaoke
yes.
machine. I've taped it up, right? And I am
You're cool.
yeah, no, mate. No.
I think I did that gig a couple of weeks ago.
And I am giving it the beans on the guitar that is not plugged in. Just lip syncing to Blink 182. And yeah, all the small things. Yeah.
What was your band called?
Mate, I can't remember.
Area of the Argonauts or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Dyson.
called Small Things.
Yeah, Dyson Air Raid.
Dyson here to blow you away. That's so funny.
I was in a band.
Were you?
Yeah. I started on the drums. And then I moved to, like Phil Collins, I moved to be the singer after that. A band called the Flasms.
Who died in order for you to get that jump in the
I just
hierarchy?
finished school.
I was in the band. It was like there was no one else. I was just on the drums. Then I started singing. Then I was playing guitar.
It was
Katie
me.
Tunstall over here.
Yeah,
Go on.
it was me, Michael, not Farah, he was in my class. Vicky Gerard, she were in it.
Oh, you had a woman in the band.
Yeah.
That's very progressive.
That's why you got a problem with Alex.
No place for him.
Mike Davenport.
Oh, yeah.
Mikey D.
Yeah. He was like the bassist.
Yeah.
And he had a deep voice as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he sounds
he always
like
wanted to sing like swing songs. We were like, no, we're a rock band.
It's me, Mikey
And,
Davenport on bass.
we played all of 2 gigs. One was in front of the drummer.
Played
from the,
gigs.
Yeah. We entered Hayward's Got Talent.
This
And
is
it was
How
the-
did you get on?
we came second. The guy from the Inspiral Carpets was judging it. The drummer.
Was it?
Yeah.
Saturn 5, is that them?
So,
I don't know.
see, that's amazing.
Yeah. I'm multi-talented. I've got loads of talents. It's not Lions, man.
Is that like, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Saying to the band, if you take these, we'll unlock our potential.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Apparently, Fleetwood Mac took this before they wrote Rumours.
Yeah, that's so.
Sit
funny.
round in a circle, like, just going to get the
What were you
vibe
gonna say?
right.
I was just about to say, let's get into it.
All right, yeah. By all means.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, are we ready for getting to the writer's room?
Let's transport ourselves in.
Yeah.
Right, okay, we're going to take some lines, man, and then get locked in. This is going to be all made up with Alex Camp.
It's all made up, baby.
So, Alex, welcome to the writer's room.
Hello.
Admiring them.
Just realised that's you on the mug.
You're always
in front
just
of
not
us as
ready.
I'm never ready.
Right, welcome to the writer's room, Alex. You're our lead writer for today. What are you giggling at? Because the arms come out.
No. I'm just.
Just
I
gonna
enjoy.
position
I
that.
enjoy your shift.
So you're in here, okay? You're the lead writer.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
your assistants, and we're going to help you create a story. In front of you, there's 3 pots: start sentences, end sentences, and curveballs in between.
Yeah.
But before we jump into them, we're going to build a character.
Yeah.
So what would you like your character's name for today to be, Alex?
Larry Milan.
Larry Milan.
It's a strong name and it's a great start.
I like that.
Yeah.
Larry Milan.
And how old is Larry Milan?
Oh, I think Larry Milan is 62.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. That's kind of retired. I'm guessing.
Well, never really started. Like just clawing together a life. Like to say you're retired.
What a description.
Yeah.
62. Are you retired? Never really started. Just clawing together.
Yeah,
a life.
absolutely. Just trying to put it together.
So you mean like he's done like loads of different jobs?
Yeah, he's done all kinds of different
I
things.
love the fact that maybe for 20 years his name has only been Larry Milan. Before that, he was like Greg, and he's gone. I need to change my name, and that's when it'll. That's
That's the kind of thing he would do. Right. For sure.
Whereabouts is he based, Larry Milan? Where's he from?
He is based in Barcelona,
Right, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
but he's been around.
Okay, and is he Spanish or is he? Because Larry Milan doesn't.
He's picked up a bit of the language. He looks the part,
Nice.
Okay.
Right,
but he's actually from
Barnsley.
Barnsley. Perfect.
Okay. Right. South Yorkshire.
Yeah, he's from South Yorkshire, but
Right.
he's somewhat got the Spanish look to him, which is
Yeah.
why he's ended up there.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And he lives in Barcelona, 62. Any love, any family, is he just clawing together?
He's got a girlfriend
Oh, okay, right.
called Zinfandel.
Nice. She white?
Very.
Of course she is. Yeah.
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 Zinfandel.
White. I'm thinking of the wine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
it's
right.
white.
Yeah.
White
You
Zinfandel.
clawed for racism then,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Straight
No.
in there.
Yeah.
Hey, stop it.
None of
I
that.
did not say that.
Not on this episode. Okay,
yeah.
just one
Not on the-
episode.
yeah. Let's not do it this time, Ben, please.
We can't afford to not release another episode.
Yeah.
It's the Lion's Mane. He's feeling.
It gets me off.
Unlock my potential.
Full racist.
Okay, so lives with Zinfandel in an apartment, hotel.
Yeah, an apartment, messy place, but great location.
Okay.
Just off La Ramblas.
Yeah,
Or the Ramblas.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Ramblers.
I wouldn't
It's
know.
called La Ramblas, isn't it?
is it the Ramblers or the Lamblers?
It's Ramblas. It's a Spanish word. It's not.
We can make it up. It's all made up anyway.
No, it's a very famous place.
Yeah, I
Barcelona.
thought it was
No,
called.
you take the lead on that because I've never been.
I
there.
genuinely
nice, it's
thought it was
beautiful.
called La Ramblas.
It's
the Ramble
not.
Lass.
Yeah. It's tomato, though, isn't it? It's,
All right.
it's
It's
a-
all- it's
I
all made
imagine
up.
the pronunciation's off.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like the Catalonians pronounce the like Barcelona. You say Barcelona, don't we?
You said what? Sorry.
They say it with the list like Barcelona.
Should
Like,
we?
chorizo.
Should we try and stay true to the Catalan language and
Yeah.
and
I think we
pronounce it in that way?
More than you believe.
But
We're good to go here.
So, how old is Zinfandel?
Zinfandel is a sprightly 42.
Oh, so she's quite a bit younger than him.
A whole 2 decades his junior.
Oh, so she's 20 years younger. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she looks like she could be even possibly older than him. Like her skin is quite leathery, but she's a golden person.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in terms of Larry's fluency in Catalonian, how is that? Is it decent? On a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being Harry, 10 being fluent.
10 being Pep.
He's a 6.5,
6.5, right.
but if he doesn't know it, he will just make it up and fill in the blanks.
Right.
Very Harry.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's it. We'll just pop it in there, do the accent, a couple of Spanish sounding words.
And what is he doing? What is he doing for money whilst he's there?
Oh, well, he's a wheeler and dealer.
Right.
He's been selling pirated Furbies, trying to bring them back.
Right.
Remember Furbies?
They're like the little toys.
yeah.
The little,
They're expensive nowadays, I'm telling you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I know a lot of-
There's a nostalgia value to them. There's all that.
Just bite your finger, didn't they?
Well, I was at my niece's and it came up on TV for a Furby, like 70 quid.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I imagine his niece saying that.
yeah. You give me the money and I'll buy it.
Rosie. I mean, the price of that, though.
70 quid?
70 quid, mate, yeah.
What do I get with that? Just the Furby?
Just, mate,
No
Yeah.
accessories?
not even batteries.
Not even a game?
Hey.
But sorry, so you were saying wheeler dealer, that's how he's making his money.
Yeah, he's doing drop shipping. He's doing a little bit of stand-up comedy. Not very good. He's
try
not making money from that.
Anything he can to get a bit of cash.
Yeah, because he's still lost, really.
And you can get around Barcelona with not speaking much Spanish because there's a lot of like Irish, English sort of there, isn't there? Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like Irish bars or English bars. So you could live there and not speak the language. Like it's
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
we have been to Spain. Like you can get by.
He's not like he's no slouch in terms of like he's a smart guy, but he finds it hard to focus.
Well, I was going to say, because he's doing loads of stuff, but what is it he's kind of looking for? Like,
What's his
at
dream?
the age of 20, yeah, what was his dream? Was he like, because he must be thinking, I'm not there yet.
Yes, that's it. He's been trying to recapture that original dream that he had when he left Barnsley to move to Vegas.
Via Spain.
got the wrong plight.
Yeah, that's it. Like we did go
Yeah.
to Vegas because what he wanted to do was design fruit machines.
Okay.
Right, okay. Just interesting fact. So I used to go on holiday in Salou, which is like next to Barcelona,
Yeah,
and stayed at the Las Vegas hotel there, which was just like a 4-star, all inclusive. I just like the idea of him being
There?
in a hotel like that. You know what I mean, with a swimming pool and things like that. Maybe he's like getting his food all inclusive, and that's you know what I mean. Just bringing a bit of myself into the writers' room there.
Maybe he bumps into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe he's trying to like revolutionise the slot machine. He's trying to change it. You know, he's trying to bring up the next generation of slot machines.
Or maybe he told all his family back home that he'd gone to Vegas to redesign slot machines. He didn't succeed at that point, and then he moved to Barcelona because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And he tells them that he's in Vegas because he's at Las Vegas Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just takes pictures in front of the sign every now and then.
Well, another little funny anecdote. So went on holiday to this hotel, Las Vegas Hotel. Went with Danny, my mate, Burke, and like some family. And
What's his first name?
no, James was his first name.
All right.
Anyway, we're in this all-inclusive sort of is in the restaurant bit, and obviously it's like a European hotel. We're eating, packed this sort of restaurant, and then my dad stands up, top note, loud as he can. Who's been throwing profiteroles? And he'd put one on end of his nose, right? Silence. Absolute silence.
They're probably terrified.
Yeah, all Europeans just looking at him going, who's this knobhead
That is
here?
so funny.
But we were all just cackling away at table. I just thought that's.
Yeah, that is.
Was he expecting a big like laugh and applause?
Oh yeah, he was expecting the works.
He put profiterole on his nose.
To be fair,
Sounds like me at a gig.
if I saw that in a restaurant,
Bravo!
I'd die laughing. That is. You've told me that before. That's very funny.
Yeah, it's a good one, that, isn't it?
So he's in Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
And Zinfandel, what's she do?
She is a stripper,
Right.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
or something to that effect.
Okay, yeah.
She undresses for money.
Yeah, she dances. She's a dancer. She's a dancer.
She's a dancer.
That's how what she puts on her tax return
Yeah.
is a dancer.
Okay.
But she perhaps suggests that she has more dance talent, but she doesn't do that.
Well, they have that Gatsby bar in Barcelona, actually. That's like quite a famous like show. It's like a showgirls sort of show. People
Right.
pay a lot of money to go to it, so maybe she works there.
Oh, she's trying
She
to
could
get
work
there.
there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
maybe
where
she
she's aiming at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They're both aiming for the stars.
Yeah. My last question is, can I get an idea of what his appearance is like? Because at 62, he can't be in amazing shape, or is he like Wayne Lineker, where it's kind of like you're a bit like, oh god, you look odd.
No, he's not got. He's not really Wayne. He's more of like a kind of little bit pudgy.
Yeah, yeah.
Hawaiian shirt, vest underneath, beater, ponytail.
Nice.
But it's back here, obviously. It starts back here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like a bit like he trims his beard though.
Okay.
Yeah.
His beard is well trimmed, and he's not, he takes care of himself, but his look is like you wouldn't choose it
I
necessarily.
think it's like dyed black maybe as well, his hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, like quite obviously dyed black.
and it's becoming more noticeable now, and he's realizing that he don't know if he can get away with it. Do you think he would have been maybe coming up in the late 80s, early 90s? He's got that kind of swingers feel, like he feels like he's got that like, Vince Vaughn kind of vibe. But obviously he's holding on to that.
Tattoos.
A couple of ill-advised tattoos.
Barnsley
from
FC.
youth. Yeah, but it's like it's hidden because I don't think he wants people to know.
Right. Okay.
He's maybe got like 2 ex-wives tattooed on his other arm as well, and that's why he always wears a shirt, because he wants to cover it.
Yeah, he wears a short sleeve so he cover those. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we found out enough about him there. Right, so let's jump into the pots, Alex. So in front of you, in the green pot, pick out 2. So the furthest one away from you there. If you pick out 2, one's going to be plotline A, one's going to be plotline B, and we're just going to pick whichever we think goes best for our story.
Yes.
Where there's a blank, say the name Larry Milan.
Okay, right. So that's where the blank is. I
Insert the name.
need to make sure I do this right because
So you
sometimes
won't
don't
go
follow
first,
instructions very well.
So Larry Milan, insert whatever it says.
Larry Milan had been bullied for years, and now enough was enough.
I love that idea of a 62-year-old man going, enough!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, now it's time to fight back now.
Some kid going, oh, you tired? He's like, listen.
I almost don't want to know about the second one.
Yeah, you like that one?
No, what is the second one?
Let's hear it. Larry Milan went on a honeymoon he did not want to be on. It says they, but I changed it to he.
I feel like we've had one similar to that before.
No, we haven't. We've not had the honeymoon one.
Right, well, which one do you prefer then out of them two, Alex?
I mean, I think it's a difficult choice, right? Because you guys loved this one, and I think it's good to go with like
You're the lead.
the vibe, and it definitely fits him. But the idea of him somehow accidentally getting himself married to Zinfandel and having to escape from the honeymoon, and like he's being put under pressure there. Maybe that ties Vegas into it.
Yeah, well, people get married in Vegas. My mate's getting married in Vegas next year.
I think to be honest, we've already had the biggest laugh from that one anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be the same joke. It'll be the...
Yeah, I feel like, you know what? I feel like he's not the kind of guy who gets bullied. I think he's the kind of person who would strike back and then disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
and
works,
make
right.
Make a mistake. So I think we'll go with this one.
So, okay, so just read that out again for us, just to clarify.
Larry Milan went on a honeymoon he did not want to be on.
Okay, that's our start, and we're going to find our ending straight away. So pick out one of the red ones, and this is where we've got to get to.
Exciting.
I've got such an image in my head already of like that narrative.
Yeah. There's a lot of rooms that could go on. The tattoo was the answer.
The tattoo was the answer.
We already know he's got a couple of ex-wife tattoos. He's got a Barnsley tattoo.
I love the idea of a Barnsley tattoo getting him out of the trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that being some sort of like key to this story.
Yeah.
The Barnsley Mafia.
Right, okay. Let's jump into it then. So, he's on a honeymoon. Like, why is he getting engaged to her? Why is he getting married to her? Blah, 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 blah.
But what's the line? Is it honeymoon he didn't want to be on?
He went on a honeymoon. It literally says went on a honeymoon they did not want to be on, which I'm guessing would mean just him out of the two. They being the non-gendered pronoun.
We're meeting Larry. He's got married. Maybe he got married and thought, actually, like this feels right, and then on the honeymoon starts to discover, no, this is not right. You know what I mean?
So there's a few possibilities, isn't there?
Yeah.
Does he realize foul? He wants to get married, but he realizes that it was a mistake or that there was foul play, or does he get forced into marriage somehow?
Well, have you ever seen the film The Heartbreak Kid?
No.
And no one's seen this. Very
Who's
funny
that?
film. Ben Stiller, right? Ben Stiller plays a guy who is like very well put together, meets this girl, and very quickly gets married to her and ends up on a honeymoon.
Seen it.
And on the honeymoon,
The Harry Stacchini story.
On this honeymoon, meets another girl who's with her family, and he gets on with her so well that he's like, he falls in love with her, and he's like trying to basically put distance between him and his now new wife. It's just a wrong choice. She was like,
That is like your life.
Well, I'm thinking in relation to the world that we sort of built up already.
Yeah.
He wants to be in Vegas, doesn't he? Doing these fruit machines. That was his dream.
He wants to do his fruit machines, yeah.
And she wants to be a dancer.
Yeah.
So if we imagine that obviously they've got married and they've gone, right, let's have a honeymoon in Vegas. So they initially want to be on the honeymoon, but then whilst they're on it, he actually wants to go and get an in with these fruit machine people as opposed to spending time with her. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to do work as opposed to actually have the pleasure of being with his...
Yeah, he's doing his passion. But I think Zinfandel as well has maybe got some money from like an ex-husband.
Right.
There has to be some money in there somewhere, doesn't there?
Yeah, I think she's sort of... He couldn't afford to do it without her.
Yeah, of course,
you know what I mean? Like, that's so he likes her, but obviously it's a benefit that she's got all this money as well from her ex-husband.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So what about she takes him to Las Vegas because like she actually she loves him.
She loves him.
She loves him, and he's thinking, I'm not really convinced that she's the one.
And he's worried that they're going to get married because of Vegas.
Yeah, but I'm thinking he sees that as just like she's proposed to him, right? She's gone, let's get married, and in his head he's just thinking, oh, I don't know if I want this. And she's like, oh, come on, it'll be great. We can do the honeymoon in Las Vegas. It's going to be brilliant.
Fruit machine convention.
Fruit machines running through his mind at this point. He's like, fuck, that's my ticket.
His eyes both got this.
Yeah, his eyes go ding, 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 ding.
It's just all lemons and whatnot going on.
She's going, what's going on? And he goes, oh, nothing. And then he's thinking, that's my ticket. I get married to her. We'll have the honeymoon in Vegas.
Yeah.
But she loves him. You know what I mean? And that's like the sort of twist. So he's sort of lurching off her a little bit here to get to Vegas.
Yeah. He doesn't dislike her.
He doesn't dislike her. He just doesn't think she's the one.
Yeah. He's using her.
What do you think, Alex?
Yes. I think that's great. She is showing kindness to him. She wants to bring him over there. I wonder if she even suggested marriage or if it's just something that's like scaring him. And so maybe this isn't physically a honeymoon. Maybe it's more in his mind that he thinks they're going to get married. But no, I like the idea that they kind of get married.
Well, what about this?
Maybe he's proposed 2 years ago and he hasn't done anything because he's trying to keep her on the hook kind of thing.
Well, what I was going to say, so the wedding that my mate's having in April in Vegas, it's obviously the marriage and then the honeymoon all happens in Vegas. So it's not like they've got married beforehand and then done honeymoon. Let's say that the marriage is happening in Vegas.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
What I guess I'm thinking is like the idea of building up to a marriage, to a wedding.
Yeah.
It has tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the wedding is there to happen. And we could run a little bit fast and loose with this. Because I guess, how do you start? Do you start with them, they have to go and get married, and that's the first act? That's like a an interesting thing. But he needs to be convinced to go there first, right? I feel like he doesn't want to go, and then he hears about this fruit machine expo convention in Vegas. It's at the same place that she wants to go, same hotel or whatever, casino. And then suddenly he changes his mind.
Okay.
And they go there.
Well, maybe, where does he find out about the expo? About, like, is it something he already knows is happening in Vegas, and that's why he wants to go? Or
He would do. If he's a fan of fruit machines, you're going to know about the World Expo, aren't you?
He loves fruities, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna know
Bonkers for
about that.
fruities.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So are we
He's got
saying?
one in his house.
I love the idea of that.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is, are we sort of like progressing through the story a bit, and it's like, right, they've landed in Vegas, or just so that we're getting through to the next part?
I think we do. I think we skip forward. 2 or 3
Yeah,
days.
they land in Vegas and we exposition that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And I think that, I think he's, well, does he, maybe he gets there and like you say, he needs his head turned by something, doesn't he?
Well, sorry, go on, Alex, go on.
I feel like the wedding and the Fruit Machine Expo are happening at the same time. So he has to, we're talking proper Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, no. Okay, I like this.
He has to get married at the same time as he's pitching this fruit machine idea to some fruit machine guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's in one door out the other.
Right, I've got it, right. So they go to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's 3 days till the wedding, right?
Right.
So they've landed, unpacked like all the gear wherever they're staying, which we can like figure out in a second. He goes to a bar. He gets chatting to somebody. Who's in the fruit machine game, and he's telling him about the expo. And I want to see that as like an act out.
So he's already in Vegas anyway, and he finds out about the expo there.
He finds out about he's gone to Vegas because obviously flashing lights, loves Vegas, and now he finds out about the expo, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is my time. Like, there's a reason why I'm supposed to be here.
I also like in the future in the story you said about Mrs. Doubtfire, because obviously a lot of people get married dressed up. I like the idea that he's actually getting married dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire, and that's the change he has to keep doing. You know, the Robin Williams change, he does it the other way around.
Right, yeah.
He has to get changed back to normal to go to the expo, but then back into Mrs. Doubtfire to get married.
I think that I'd add a level of confusion. But I think what I want to see is an act out, right? So I want Alex, you to play Larry Milan.
Yeah.
You're going to play fruit machine guy sat at bar. You're going to play bartender. Okay, Ben?
Yeah.
So obviously, you're just ordering a drink. You get chatting to this chap. Right. Okay? Remember, American accents.
Yeah.
Okay.
And action.
Howdy, baby. What can I get for you?
I'll have a Jack on the rocks.
Okay. My name's Jackie.
Make it quick. I got to be out of here. I got a Fruit Machine Expo around the corner.
Oh, make it 2. What's your name there, buddy?
Jackie, I just said.
Hang on. You're not American.
You're from
Hold on.
Barnsley.
I'm from You said American accents, and I was like,
sorry,
well, what's my voice? What's my... Okay.
I think it's basically my
A
voice.
Jack on the
Right.
rocks.
Make that 2.
You don't sound like you're from around here, buddy.
Oh, that's true. I'm from a long way away. I'm from a place called Barcelona. You may have heard of it.
Very good. Yeah, that's in Europe. I know that place. Great country.
You're right. Barcelona's a beautiful country. You're right,
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Hey, Mickey, when you going to take me to Barcelona?
I said, Jack on the rocks. I got to go. There's a convention at the Bellagio,
sorry,
and
baby.
they're showing these new fruit machines. Revolutionary.
Fruit machines, you say?
Precisely.
Oh, I'm passionate about fruities. I love a lemon, me. I cherish a cherry.
That's good for you. You should actually know I'm the kingpin of fruities in Vegas.
Hold on. What's your name?
Tony Fruity.
You're Tony Fruity.
TF.
The Tony Fruits.
The man himself.
Anthony Fruitellini.
Hey. Yeah. That's what my mother calls me. But yeah, Tony Fruity at your service.
Oh, I'm in the presence of gambling royalty.
Well, that's what happens when you come from a long line of fruit bandits. We kid all the casinos nationwide, but mainly Vegas.
I was about to say, so maybe if it's at the Bellagio, maybe he's trying to design a new fruit machine to sort of, it's like the 100th anniversary of like your business.
Yeah.
And we want a new design for a fruit machine. So that's why I'm going to the expo.
We got a fruit machine, right? Currency's changing these days. We're thinking crypto. The first fruit machine that you
Crypto.
can win Bitcoin on.
Oh my goodness. Your vision, it blows my mind. I wish they had vision like this in Barcelona.
How long are you in town for, kid?
3 more days.
Well,
I love that he's called a 62-year-old man kid.
yeah.
And you're 30.
yeah. I think he's got that presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, kid. It's like, what?
I think I'm wearing a suit that is like so white. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
shimmering.
And maybe a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah.
When you gonna tell your wife about me, baby?
Yeah, you just like look mental. Jackie, there's a tip. Get yourself something nice.
Oh, thank you, baby.
I'm gonna head over to the Bellagio. If you want to come see me, catch me over there.
You got to tell him you're looking for a design for it. As
I'm
well.
looking for a design. I'm looking for something that is gonna revolutionize crypto, bandits. Tony Fruity's got to be top of the tree.
Okay, Tony, listen, I've got ideas coming out me ears, right? 1 arm, 2 arm, all the arm bandits. I'll come over to...
Ganesh.
You should see these Indian ones. I've got ideas for them. It's incredible. I'd love to come and present to you. And is that happening tomorrow or is that in 3 days' time?
It is in 3 days' time, kid.
Oh, okay. I'll be there.
Well, look for the man in the white hat.
I'll spot it from a mile off, my friend.
And then I think I get off the stool and I'm like 4'11".
Yeah.
Jump all the way down.
Exactly. And it's like my feet
Just tiny legs, though. Just tiny legs. The body's normal.
Because he sits on the fruit machines all day.
Yeah.
Doesn't need legs.
Okay, I'm liking this. So, as it stands, Larry Milan has found out about the expo. This is in between, like, him just going down for a drink whilst his wife, Zinfandel, is at the hotel room.
Yep.
I reckon we get a swerve ball out, and he's just on his way back to go back to the hotel.
But he's thinking now,
He's
shit.
thinking, exactly. So he's walking back to the hotel, and then this happens.
They found a tattered map leading to an abandoned building.
They found a tattered map leading to an abandoned building. Now, we can make this as big or as small as we want in terms of, like, significance to the story.
Well, you ever been to Vegas, anybody?
No.
So Vegas, you've got like New Vegas, you've got like Old Vegas. So where all the traditional casinos are, but there's like obviously the outskirts where when it first started, there was obviously it was booming, but now it's obviously quite centralised. So there will be old casinos that have maybe closed.
I've got an idea. He's got back to the hotel.
Yeah.
His wife, in the meantime, has found this map. So it's like, you know, like when you get handed out, oh, go and see this attraction, go and see this attraction. And this attraction is of like a rundown building in Vegas, which has been around for hundreds of years, and she wants to sort of go and check it out.
Yeah.
Tattered map, random building, let's go. But it's like a bit of a trek out of Vegas. So he's sort of unsure of whether or not he wants to go.
Yeah.
That's my offering.
Okay.
I like that.
What do you think?
All you get offered in Vegas is Ladies of the Night's phone number. You're walking down the street.
Well, that's it. I think she took some work there, maybe to help pay for the wedding.
Right.
Maybe that's where she got some money, and she got put in her G-string.
Nice.
The map.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So lap dancing for like a pirate.
Yeah, there was a pirate there, and he's just like, "Oh, you're a good dancer." There you go.
Okay.
So they've gone to Vegas.
That'd be wild.
They've landed. He's gone to the bar. She's thought, I've got a couple of hours. I'll go and strip.
Yeah.
She goes and strips.
A couple of hours ago.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I've got a couple of hours to kill. I'll go and strip,
She's
make
got
a
a
bit
friend.
of cash.
Yeah.
Pirate guy pops that in.
Yeah, gets home.
Oh, look
And-
at this. It's a map.
Larry goes, you got a map on your ass, love.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, it's like come off. Maybe it's sweated off on a bum,
Yeah.
and it comes out like that, and it's reversed.
Yeah. And I think he looks at it and he's like, fuck, this could be significant to the story. but equally, he's like, we're getting married in 3 days, and I've got to come up with a plan of how I'm gonna. He could maybe use the map as a decoy.
Maybe it's a map to a legendary casino that doesn't exist anymore, and there was this famous fruit machine in there.
Maybe it is like, she's like, I really want to go on this. I really want to go on this little like expedition. And he's like, no, I don't want to. And she's like, why? He's like, I don't want to. He's thinking about this design that he has to make. And she goes, come on, for me. And eventually they end up going, and that's where he gets the idea for the design at this building. You know what I mean?
I do, and I think that's great. What he should do is maybe in his head, he thinks this is a great way to, I'll send her off there. It's like just before the wedding, right? Send her off there, accidentally drive off and leave her there, come back and get her. So it's delayed the wedding in some way. So that he can go and talk to Tony Fruity. So that's his motivation for actually doing this thing. At first he's like, why would we go? I don't know, well, it's stupid. And then he realizes, I could distract her this way.
Well, I think in addition to that, so what does the prompt say? What does it say specifically on the yellow prompt?
The yellow prompt. They found a tattered map.
Yeah.
It must be tattered.
Yeah.
Leading to an abandoned building.
Right, leading to an abandoned building.
Tattered,
I'm thinking he loses her in there on purpose. So it's sort of like he thinks, like you said, I can sort of get rid of her there, lose her inside this sort of abandoned building, do one, come back and get her later, say, I couldn't find you.
Yeah.
I couldn't find you. So he's sort of killing two birds with one stone.
I quite like that, yeah. So
maybe he's trying to get himself some time to like go over his old plans and stuff that he's got. And, look for stuff.
I think he dumps her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's straight back into town. And he goes around all the casinos to look at all the fruit machines.
Yeah.
And I think he's like doing a bit of a recce of being like, right, he wants me to come up with a design. I think he's got to get to the expo, like, well, I suppose it's 3 days from now. I think he's got to meet another character.
But before that, I just want to see an act out, right? So what I want to see is I want to see him sort of like leaving her in this abandoned place. So I want you to play. I keep thinking of Zinchenko. What's she called?
Zinfandel.
He's a left back for Arsenal.
Yeah. So you're playing Zinfandel, Ben.
Yep.
You're playing Larry Milan. You're in this abandoned building.
Where's Zinfandel from? Please no, we're offensive.
Oh yeah, where's she from? She's American then.
Right. So
that's the only one that's not offensive.
Okay.
Okie doke. So you're American. You're playing Zinfandel. You're playing Larry Milan, Alex. And basically, you're trying to ditch her.
Yeah.
In this abandoned building, sort of walking around, but you're trying to like think of a way to like, you go that way. You know what I mean? You're trying to lose her.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Wow, this building is so old.
It's there.
I'm looking around the building. I'm acting. Bloody hell.
This is acting.
Spielberg over here. I tell you this.
Let the man cook, honestly.
Yeah.
The woman.
Wow, this place is so old.
Oh, yeah, right. It's proper old. Yeah, older than anything I've ever seen. I grew up in Barnsley.
We live in Barcelona, baby.
You know what? I think it seems to me, now I know old buildings, because I'm from England, as you know, it seems like it's going to be even older over there through that scary looking door. If you just go through there, I think there'll be loads of old things.
On my own?
Oh, yeah, you don't want me in there ruining your time or anything. I'll just slow you down.
Well, I've read all the stories about a killer. A killer around here.
A killer?
Killer.
A killer around here? In Las Vegas?
You're right.
Caught Sutcliffe.
Yeah. You're right. No one ever dies in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah, there's no crime
Okay,
here.
right. Okay, so we've got to get back for the dress fitting later.
That's right. We've got the dress fitting and rehearsal coming up.
And then tomorrow, we can't spend too much time here, remember? Because we got the dinner, we got the rehearsal tomorrow as well.
Oh, we can't miss it. We can't miss it. I won't let you.
And then we've got to meet Crystal from that bar you met.
Crystal,
She seemed great.
We'll get all of that crystal, diamond, chandelier. Everything's happening.
Nice. Okay, right. So you're going to wait here for me?
I'll wait here. If you hear a car moving, it's not mine. It's just your phone.
Okay.
Change your ringtone.
Okay.
So pop in there.
Okay, right. See you later. Bye. See ya.
Mwah. Mwah. I don't know where that's.
I really enjoyed your hands when doing that. They were so Donald Trump.
Yeah. Over here, going in this door.
Yeah.
To the door.
So okay, you go through that door.
Yeah.
Right.
I
And
can
then,
hear a scream.
yeah. I
Falls down a shaft.
okay, so she's disappeared.
She's disappeared.
Yeah.
He's thinking, right, rubbing his hands together. I've got time to design here. I'm gonna go and build this crypto fruity machine design. Go back to the hotel. I don't know what he's gonna do. We're gonna figure that out now. But he's left this abandoned building, gone back to Vegas where he's staying. What does he do next, Alex? What does Larry Milan do next?
Maybe if you're talking about another character, he has to visit some sort of like another guru of maybe someone who's like a designer who he used to know, or someone who's been locked away, like a guru kind of guy. So you're the business, like Tony Fruity's the business guy, but we're talking about someone who used to design fruit machines, and he's in Vegas somewhere, and he's got to find him. Is that too complex? Or
No,
is that
I think
I like that.
Larry Milan's been at a karaoke bar in Barcelona,
yeah.
and some guy's been installed in a fruity, and he just got chatting to him. He's like, "Oh, you do this?" He's like, "Yeah, I do this all over the world, actually. My name is
Dan Cask.
Dan Cask.
That's a great name. That's a really good name.
My name is Dan Cask, and I go all over the world. I've been doing it. It's quite lucrative, actually." And they just got chatting, and then they stayed in touch. He was like, "Oh, give me your landline." Gives him his landline.
Yeah.
30 years later, haven't spoke since, but he just knows he's in Vegas and tries to find him, maybe.
Or he gives him a business card. It's the shape of a fruit machine.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Cask.
The numbers are all like fruits. You're trying to work it out. You're like, is that 7?
Yeah, it's a key. Yeah, it's sort of
Yeah.
like a grape equals a 0. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it says like on the fruit on the dials, it says Dan Cask in the boxes amongst the fruits and cherries in there. So he's designed it that way
Yeah.
because he is a designer.
Yeah. And so obviously he's in Vegas, and he's just Larry Milan's checking his pockets, and he's like, gets his wallet out, and he's still got it from 30 years ago, this business card.
Yeah.
Take it away.
I got an idea here, right? So I think he rings Dan, and Dan has also been tapped up by Tony Fruity.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Adds that element of like who's going to get to it first.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking as a suggestion.
Or he hates Tony Fruity. Maybe Tony Fruity took some off Dan Cask
Ooh,
years
maybe.
ago.
That's a good shout.
And that's how he built his
So he
empire in
wants-
Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Maybe he's the true genius.
This is mean, but I think it could be funny, right?
This is me.
He says that,
Get ready.
"Look at me."
You know,
Yeah.
I reckon Tony Fruity built his empire, his success of it, because he's 4'11", he's hid inside his fruit machines and prevented people from winning.
Stop it.
Yeah. I think he's
And Dan Cask knows that.
yeah.
He knows that for a fact.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
proof. He's got proof. Got a picture of him climbing through a little hole in the
Yeah,
back.
exactly. He just gets
So
in.
right, so just to clarify for the listener and viewer here, so you're saying that Dan Cask designed fruit machines. Tony Fruity used to hide in Dan Cask's fruit machines so customers would never get a payout. So they
Yeah.
stopped using his fruities and would start using Tony Fruity's fruit machines.
Yeah,
Tony Fruity.
Oh, Rudy.
Off the back of that, he built an empire in Vegas of fruit machines, and Dan Cask has never been able to recover.
Yeah.
No.
Because his reputation is mud, because it's like your fruit machines never pay out.
Yeah.
Never pay out, Dan Cask.
Oh, yeah, but like, and Tony, because he's got to have a reason for not telling people this as well.
Yeah.
He has to have Tony Fruity has to have something on him, right?
Yeah, it's also like too big to fail.
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's true. No one believes
It's
him.
like City brushing off all them charges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 400 what? Yeah.
Exactly.
So
I
basically,
like that.
what at the moment, what we know, Tony Fruity wants to build a crypto fruit machine that is going to be the first of its kind.
Which
yeah?
he can't. He's been physically holding the coins back.
Yeah.
So he can't do that with crypto. He hasn't realised that yet.
But what I'm saying is like, obviously he's told this to just sort of an innocent Larry Milan who he doesn't know. He sort of bragged about it, saying, "I'm going to build the first crypto fruity." He goes to Dan Cask, as in like Larry Milan goes to Dan Cask and goes, "Look, he's going to build a crypto fruity. If you get there first, you'll be ahead in this game for once." Do you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So it's like a race to the expo
Yeah.
to have the design.
I have an idea as well, because the last line was
The tattoo was the answer.
I think the tattoo is a line of code for the machine, right?
Oh.
Which Tony Fruity has like tattooed on him somewhere, right? As if to be like, you're gonna need this. You know what I mean?
What Tony Fruity's going to have code?
Yeah, he's got the code on his body, right? But what he needs is someone to design him the machine.
Yeah, maybe it's like last time Barnsley won a trophy.
Yeah, definitely tie it in with the Barnsley, because I like the idea that he's got a Barnsley tattoo.
Okay,
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
it at
yeah.
that then, leave it at that
Or
then.
maybe the code. This is going a bit mental, but the code is hidden in the Barnsley tattoo that's on
Right, okay.
Larry Milan
Yeah.
that he got given by one of the other characters. Maybe Dan Cask put that on him
Okay.
early on. He's working, he's many steps ahead.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that's too much.
No,
or
no.
not.
I think I can wrap this up in a nice little bow, and then we can get onto another swerve ball. So I think on the night that he met him in the karaoke bar, they had a wild night together
In Barcelona.
in Barcelona.
Lots of, sangria.
Henna tattoos. They went and got herself. They both went and got a tattoo. He's got. Yeah. He goes and he goes to Dan Cask goes to Larry Milan, already thinking 30 years ahead. You'd never get a Barnsley tattoo, as in like Gordon him. You wouldn't get a Barnsley tattoo, and he goes, I fucking will.
Yeah.
He goes, you wouldn't. He goes, I will. He'll go, you'd never let me tattoo it for you. I fucking would.
Yeah.
Go on. And he tattoos that, and he, like you said, puts the code in for this. He's thinking in the future. This guy.
Yeah.
30 years down the line.
He thought about crypto 30 years ago.
He just had this good idea.
No, it's just the secret of the holding back the coins, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's the only thing. So he already knows that.
Yeah.
And he's hiding that secret on this guy's body because he trusts that he's going to pop up again later.
Yeah.
And 30 years later.
Could have
does
hidden it
pop
in
up.
loads of other places too, in theory, right?
Talk about taking a gamble.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So what I want to do, I just want to briefly see the phone call happen between Larry Milan and Dan Cask on the phone. So obviously he's checked his business card out, he's rang him, he's saying, are you still in Vegas? I want to see that happen because they want to meet up. Does that make sense?
Where's Dan from?
I think.
Is Dan also from Barnsley or somewhere nearby? Sheffield, Doncaster, or... No,
It's
not
you?
Doncaster. Sheffield or
Scout?
Chesterfield.
Let's go near Barnsley
Right,
because
okay.
maybe that's what the bond was in the karaoke machine. The fact
Right.
that they're both near Barnsley, that sort
Okay,
of
go
area.
on.
So you give him a call. You've checked your business card. You've got it out. You're punching it in, seeing if this works.
Hello.
Dan Cask, today's your lucky day.
No, can we? I really want to do this this gag. So we'll start again. I'll ring and you answer.
Okay.
Just say hello. Don't say Dan Cask.
Okay. Hello?
Hello. You might not remember me, and I hate to ask. Are you Dan Cask? We met in Barcelona 30 years ago.
As I live and breathe, yes I am. How are you doing?
Daniel, it's wonderful to talk to you. It's me, Larry Milan. Do you remember me?
Larry Milan.
We went out and had that crazy night. You remember the tattoos?
Oh, yeah, I tattooed you, the Barnsley emblem. Emblem?
And Bloom, yeah, in Bloom.
Yeah.
Our friendship
badge.
was in bloom at the time. And I've been thinking about what you told me about fruit machines ever since. You're so knowledgeable on the subject. I'm here in Las Vegas. Are you here?
I am. Yeah, I'm actually staying in the Bellagio.
A Bellagio. Oh, my goodness. Now, I just wanted to know, have you heard about this expo that's going on?
That Tony Twatty Fruity.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. I
You know
about that
him?
scumbag.
You know him?
Yeah, he's the Den Perry
Oh,
of fruities.
that's a deep cut, my friend. I haven't heard that name in many a year.
That's a nice joke for this podcast.
Yeah. A bastard.
Well, listen, I was hoping you could put those feelings aside and help me to design a new crypto-based fruity, and we can take this business by storm.
Right, okay. I think I can.
You're so easily swayed. I love it. Meet
Where do you want to
me.
meet?
Well, I'm currently on a payphone outside an old abandoned casino on the outskirts of town. I think we might be better off in the Bellagio. Which buffet?
6th floor, Chinese.
You know me. You remember me like like it was yesterday.
You remember me, don't you?
I like a Chinese and I like it high up. All right.
So well.
Yeah, I'll see you.
I'll see you in 2 hours.
Lovely stuff. Dan
Boss.
Cask out. Phone down.
Right. Okay. So we've established that they're going to meet. In terms of time frame, how close is it to the actual wedding now? Is like the wedding? Is it the day of? Like.
So we said earlier that there was going to be the rehearsal. Maybe this is the day before.
Right.
And we're supposed to do rehearsal dinner and stuff.
Right.
And that's
Okay.
going to flow it off, right?
Okay.
So we'll have to like maybe we've established earlier that like, oh, we're planning to get married on this day, but you know, if we do it the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe they're like, oh, we'll get married at the end, but we'll have our honeymoon beforehand because we're unconventional people. We've been together a long time.
What about, right? Because obviously he left her in this abandoned sort of place, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we need to wrap that up.
well, let's say that she managed to find a way out.
Yeah.
And they're back at the hotel, and they've had an argument. Like, why? Like, what did you leave me in there for? He's like, I lost you. I went to try and find you. He's just trying to like sort of gaslight her a bit here. I just couldn't find you. Blah, 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 blah. Convinces her that obviously he didn't leave her on purpose. That's established. The wedding is taking place on the 5th floor of the Bellagio.
One below.
One below. The expo's on the 6th floor. The wedding's on the 5th floor. And she's saying, look, no more funny business. Like, I brought you here on my dime. Like, do you want to get married to me or not?
Yeah.
He's saying, yeah, baby, of course I do. He's not sure. But now it's like the expo's at 7 o'clock, the wedding's at 7 o'clock. Or the wedding's at 7:30, I don't know. And he's got to try and like get between the two.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen for sure.
Yeah. So let's say that is where we're at. So he's gone to the expo. We get our last curveball in. So if you pick up one more yellow one, Alex.
They found a collection of surveillance cameras hidden in the attic.
Right, okay.
I've got an idea.
Right.
Here we go.
I think the event is being held at a hotel which Tony Frutti owns.
It's at the Bellagio.
Yeah. So Tony Frutti, I think, has got cameras literally like he's like
Like a boss, like a casino boss sort of
who's
thing.
the guy in Ocean's 11 who owns the Bellagio? What's his name? Terry Benedict.
Right.
When he's like, that's Terry Benedict. Like he is.
Yeah.
He's like meant to be unbreakable. You know, he's like super tight and everything. So I think, they in the Bellagio. I think Zinfandel finds the cameras. And I think this is her thing where she maybe goes off looking for Larry, and
she goes making a little bit more money before the wedding, and she's doing some strip dancing on the 7th floor of the Bellagio
for a 4'11" man.
for a 4'11" man. And
She strips for him.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know. It's a private dance thing.
Yeah. So she strips for Tony Frutti, but he's wanting to dance privately in his sort of room where he's got all the cameras of the sort of casino floors.
Yeah. It's called the attic because it's that week.
Yes.
Yeah.
They call it the attic.
The attic, and that's where all the surveillance cameras are. So she's stripping for him. I'll just make a bit more money before the wedding. any chance she gets.
Maybe she's struggling to pay for it. Maybe she's pretending that she has more money than she has.
Yeah.
And she's running out. She has to do it.
She walked down the street. That's it, dance.
Yeah. Anyone?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I've got a pocket full of pocket full of wands.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's giving Tony Frutti
A lap dance.
whilst Larry Milan and Dan Cask are at the expo.
Yeah, it distracts him, but not even realising she's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
They've Larry and Dan have had the Chinese, right? Okay, they've had the food, and they're straight into the expo. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah,
blokesy.
they have food, and she talks to her friend Crystal, who you mentioned earlier, who drops the connection to the dance.
Yeah.
So they're both doing that. They've talked about it. They've discussed the design. And then, sorry, where were we going?
So we're at the expo. They're going to pitch. They're going to go up on stage and pitch this revolutionary crypto fruit machine, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Tony Frutti is getting a lap dance, and he sees this happening on the cameras. Do you know what I mean? And does he sort of like, does he throw off Zinfandel? Like, what is he thinking?
You
bastard!
He goes under her legs.
He tries.
I think he goes through her legs.
Yeah.
He runs through her legs.
That's funny.
He hasn't got much lap.
Dance, he just pops out. Yeah. That's so funny. Like knocks his hat off as he goes through.
Or is it one of them Ocean's 11 type things, right? Where it's sort of like the story gets revealed to you after the fact. So basically, as a viewer, we've seen the argument just happen. You better be at the wedding. Like, you've left me in this abandoned place. But she's actually in
On the score.
So essentially, she's lap dancing for Tony Frutti. He sees him on the cameras. She knows that he's going to pitch this revolutionary fruit machine, and she just leg locks him around the head, and she's sort of like grappling with him on the floor.
Yeah, puts his hat on so it's not in the way.
Yeah. And she's sort of like wrestling with him, and he's trying to get out as if it's a...
Smothering him with her body.
Like a small child. Get off me! Get off me!
And he's got bodyguards, but they're just watching.
Yeah.
They're just loving it.
They're just as small.
He's like,
Yeah, they're all small.
He's like,
his size 4 cowboy boots are just like
Yeah.
clipping off the floor.
Just wobbling like that.
it says child 7 on the bottom.
Okay.
So this pitch, so essentially they're so close to landing this cryptocurrency fruit machine pitch to all these investors.
Yeah.
And then does Tony Fruity sort of like eventually wriggle free? Does the bodyguards come in and sort of like shoot her with a dart gun? What happens?
Well, what's the last line again?
The very last one.
Yeah.
The tattoo was the answer.
Well,
Sorry. You go.
no, go on.
I was going to say, what if actually they know that crypto machines aren't a good idea, and they want what's it called
Tony Fruity
to go, I'm going to change all my machines to be crypto machines, but they've got another casino across the road that's traditional, and they want to convince him to like ruin himself.
Right, so it's a double bluff.
Yeah.
So essentially what you're saying is they're pitching these crypto things, knowing he's going to come down, claim the idea, but they know that everyone is going to pull out of his casinos.
Like he did last time.
And it'll ruin him.
This is bonkers, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, I think that works. It's sort of like, and that was Dan Cask's plan all along, because from 30 years ago,
Right.
he's just planned ahead.
And he's gone in cahoots with the other casino.
And I think maybe this could be really funny. Everyone at the expo just holds up a Dan Cask business card.
Everyone's got the fruity business card.
Yeah, and essentially they've foiled Tony Fruity's plans, ruined him and the casino industry.
Because the Bitcoin, they were always going to be fixed, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were always going to be
But
to
also,
make him.
you can't do dodgy deals in Vegas without cold hard cash, can you?
Yeah.
Cash is king.
Yeah.
That's it.
So he ruins it for himself, and maybe there's like on the tattoo it says something like tradition.
Just says tradition.
Tradition.
Burns the crest.
Yeah. No, do you know?
That's it.
You can imagine it, can you? The Barnsley Crest football club.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Tradition. And then at the top it says, cash is king.
Nothing to do with a football club. Just like
Cash is king.
Yeah, so he realises that's not it.
Yeah. Fucking.
Like the film ended and he just going, look. Camera pans down to Barnsley tattoo, tradition above the crest.
and he does this, and the tattoo's a fruit machine.
Yeah.
Where he flexes and it changes.
It just goes ding, 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 ding.
End credits. Boom, boom, boom.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, Pearl and Dean
Love
song
it.
comes on. I think that's hilarious.
It's a beautiful story. I love it.
And then, do they actually make the wedding? Is it like all the money that they've made?
Yeah, post credits, it's like...
Does he marry her then?
Does he marry her in the end? Alex, it's your call.
Yeah, I think they do get married, and I think they get married. The whole plan in the end, they don't get married in Vegas. They go back to Barnsley and they get married in the town and that. And there's a match on, and they're just like
they get married at half time.
They come out, they get married at half time, and then they come out with everyone, and they just
And then
in the
she's got the tattoo on her left arm.
Yeah.
Tradition. Looks to camera. Circle claws, fade to black,
and everyone's out celebrating. They got like Barnsley scarves on, and they're married. There's confetti everywhere, and then you see the score. Barnsley have lost like 5-0.
Yeah.
Just for jokes. Yeah. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And he says something then like really nonchalant, like the casino always wins. It's like a football score. I was like, what?
He's saying it to his kid.
Does it go like?
And they head into a pub and they get on the fruit machine and start playing on
The
it.
casino always wins.
Yeah, the house.
Yeah.
The house always wins, baby.
Credits at the end. Is it? Do we have like a still and then like text comes up and it says like Tony Fruity later went on to be convicted, and was sentenced to 12 years in a Wendy house. Like, what's
Over the Wendy house.
Like, what's the, you know what I mean?
What have you got against short people? I didn't realise it.
But no, I think there's what's his mate called who helped him?
Dan Cask.
Dan Cask.
I think Crystal meets it. She's like, oh, I've just lost my. He's like, come with me, baby.
Also, Dan Cask and Crystal get together.
Yeah, like they have a nice ending as well.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, and you could even have this could be Dan Cask could have been the owner of that derelict building, which is where he bumped into Zinfandel and was like, look, you're part of this master plan as well.
I love that Dan Cask is like the master plan guy behind it all. Yeah, I love
George
all
Clooney.
that.
Yeah.
30 years of business card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like at the end it shows like it's Crystal like
Flooring
At
at
the
me.
end, it's
Crystal like bends over to pick a glass up, and she's got like a tramp stamp Barnsley tattoo.
yeah.
Oh, right.
So she was in it as well.
Yeah.
It's just all the-
Tradition.
Everyone's got
tradition.
it. Yeah.
Just a number on her back in big black ink.
Like 7.
Yeah, exactly. You were part of the squad.
Right, okay, let's wrap it up, because
Yeah,
I thought that was...
I like that. Alex, thank you very much for doing the pod, pal.
Oh, you're welcome. That was great.
What I wouldn't mind, after we've wrapped it up, and we'll see whether or not this actually makes it into the pod, once we've wrapped it up, if we get the guitar out,
Oh yeah.
maybe,
that's,
maybe, and we just try and improvise a little song for the app.
Basic
I think
chords.
basic
Oh
chords.
yeah, for sure.
Nice ditty, and we'll just try and like riff something.
Yeah, I
What
like
did
that.
you just say?
Nice ditty,
Like a little tune.
like a little ditty, little ditty about Jack and Diane.
That's a ditty, that's it.
About Larry and Dan.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
we're not.
That's the lyrics in Papa from Oliver. That. There's a little ditty that's it. Yeah.
I just wrote that without even knowing.
But
That's no musicals.
Go on, wrap
you
it
want me
up.
to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and listening. Thank you for checking out the podcast once again. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a review. Check out Alex online. People can find you. They can watch you, consume you.
They can consume it all.
Yeah, where can they find you?
Alex Camp, it's first E is an X, the second A is an X, the first A is just an A. It's easy to remember. Kind of shows it. But it's there on Instagram, yeah.
We'll put it in the notes. So thank you very much for doing it. See you again on another episode. Jesus Christ. See you again on another...
Calm
in the
down.
last 5 months, my diction has got so poor. Like, I don't know what's happened, but...
See you again in another episode. Thanks for watching.
This has been all made up with Alex Camp.
It's all made up again.